Good afternoon. There's water there. If anybody needs some, please make yourself comfortable. Feel free to get in the shade. I can believe it's a fall day, but here we are in Maryland, so. Anyway, I would like to introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Andrea Chaplin. I'm the proud president of Hood College. So welcome to all of you, students, trustees, faculty, staff, and guests. I'm so happy to be here with you in person today. This celebration is actually twofold. First, as a way to celebrate our COVID success, that is, that we can all gather together on campus. And second, to dedicate this wonderful building, Blazer Hall. I'm especially delighted to have our trustees back on campus and wish to recognize those that are with us today. Trustee Emeritus Phil Berkheimer and Marge Menchie Berkheimer, class of 1970 and parent of class of 2019. Trustee Emeritus Charlie Nicodemus and his wife Catherine Nicodemus, who both received honorary degrees from the college as well. Trustee Emerita Christine Plaghorn Tischer, class of 1965, parent of 1986, and her husband Joe. Thank you so much for being with us. And Trustee Emeritus Sam Wells played a huge role in this building. Here's some in the back. And I actually do want to acknowledge the board members who are with us in attendance today. They have last been on campus to meet in March of 2020, so it's certainly been a very long time. So they obviously have been such an important part of why we are able to be here today and celebrate that success. So Linda Allen, Art Anderson, Phil Bowers, just kind of wave as I say your name, please. Betsy Brennan, Cheryl Dryling, our Vice Chair, Tanya Fenton, Sue Ganley, Teresa Harrison, Edie Hogan, Myra Holsinger, Mike Hosford, Eleanor Landauer, Matt McGreevy, Cynthia Newby, Phil Renaud, Lance Slaughter, Hamp Tisdale, Charlotte White Knight, Kathleen Weslock, Marlene Young, and of course our wonderful chair who will be speaking in just a moment, Judy Messina. Once it was decided that the Board of Trustees' October board meeting could in fact be held on campus, they requested that we plan an event at which they could all thank the members of the Hood community for their role in helping us weather the pandemic successfully. As I have told them often, it was this campus's daily commitment, our faculty, staff, and students, to doing what we needed to mitigate the risk of COVID, along with the board's leadership that made it possible. But accordingly, I also want to take the opportunity myself to once again say thank you. I will now ask Judy to come forward to say a few words.
Thank you, Andrea. Good afternoon, everybody. As a board, we decided to hold this event as a celebration of the Hood community for having successfully made it through the COVID pandemic. I stand here on behalf of the entire Board of Trustees to congratulate you and thank you for your hard work, your courage, your dedication, and the sacrifices that it took to remain on campus safely. We couldn't be here today without you. A year ago, you started the fall semester with a lot of restrictions. Social distancing, not being able to visit your friends in other buildings or in their rooms, masks indoors and out, and less than a month into the semester, a breakout of 15 cases. Yet, you persisted. Your compliance got us through the fall and into the spring. Your continued dedication to do the right thing allowed us to finally hold the commencement ceremony for the class of 2020 before we were able to celebrate the class of 2021. And as we planned for the fall semester, your continued commitment is evident. I am thrilled to say we have 100% compliance with our vaccination policy among our students, our faculty, and our staff, and nearly 95% of the campus is fully vaccinated. Congratulations and kudos to all. We can truly say that Hood College is the safest place in Frederick County. Good to be here, and we are Hood strong. Thank you for living the Hood mission to meet the global challenges the last 2 years have presented to us. You are truly to be commended. I thank you all.
Good afternoon. I'm Maria Meck, the SGA president. On behalf of the student body, thank you for believing in us, trusting us, and doing all that you did so we could be here last year and be back to as normal as possible this year. Being back on campus is so important to me as I finish my last semester here. Being back means Sunday brunches with friends and graduation pictures with friends before we head our separate ways. It means Friday life advice with Ollie before I start my next adventure. It means popping my head into student life with my newest and craziest idea. I don't know a single person who isn't glad to be back. I love seeing the new students getting involved and learning all of Hood's fun traditions and quirks. It's been amazing to see all the new faces in student government, and it gives me comfort that I'm leaving it in good hands, as I poured so much of myself into SGA these last few years. Being back on campus gave me back my second home and a community that has supported me through some of my hardest moments. I thank you all for everything you have done to make these moments possible for me and everyone here at Hood.
Thank you, Judy and Maria. We truly are Hood Strong, and I am so proud every day to be the president of this fine college. And now for the second part of our celebration, one that has been a long time coming. In the spring of 2019, Mark's Center stood where I am. It would come down that summer, and we would immediately begin building this amazing new residence hall and home for our honors program. I would like to take this moment to thank the board for their vision that made this residence hall a reality for our campus and most especially for our students. At a time of declining enrollments in colleges across the country and tight resources, it was their commitment to providing an optimal residential education to our students and their belief in the upward trajectory of Hood College that enabled us to put shovel to ground. And yes, opening a new residence hall at the height of the pandemic was not the plan, but last year it served as a wonderful space to provide a home for our students who had to either quarantine or isolate. Most of our residences do not have private bathrooms, and that's really important when students need to spend their time in one place. So I teased a couple times that I think a couple students were like, I think I don't feel well, just so they could hang out in the new space on campus. Here we are today with this amazing new space for our students that, despite the pandemic, is this fall completely occupied and even more functional and beautiful than any of us could have imagined. I would like to thank those who made this building possible, including Chuck Mann, our CFO and project manager, John Lawrence, Ryan Corrigan, and Sam Wells from Whiting Turner, Sean Lyons from EYP, Cindy Palmer from Sandy Spring Bank, and all those faculty, staff, and students who served on the design committee. It took amazing commitment and hard work to complete the building, just about in time for our students to come back, and we are most grateful for this Herculean effort. With a full-size kitchen, multifunctional lounges, shared study rooms, and self-contained suites and semi-suites, Blazer Hall allows our students to transition to more independent living while still benefiting from being right here on campus. The first floor also features a dedicated space for our honors program with the Christine Plankhorn Tischer 65 Honors Center, and they're here with us today. I am so excited for you all to see it. Quite a while ago, I said to Beth, someday we will have a ribbon cutting for this hall and you will be able to have a blessing for the building. I'm so glad that day has come. So I would ask Reverend Beth O'Malley, Dean of the Chapel, to come up to offer a blessing for this building.
Friends, would you join me in the spirit of prayer, whatever your tradition is? Each building on this beautiful campus has a story. The story of a need that was recognized, a plan created, a dream realized. And each has a human story with people who have lived and worked in the rooms within. From the oldest to the youngest, every building has been a witness to students, faculty, and staff who have studied and practiced, grown and developed, laughed and cried inside its walls. Each building has its own unique purpose. Residence halls may look like four walls, a floor, and a ceiling, but they are home away from home, a sanctuary for students to become themselves. We ask this afternoon blessings on Blazer Hall, that it will have a long and fruitful life, giving students from today on through decades ahead a space to be safe, to feel secure and supported, to learn and grow, to fall in love and fall out of love, and fall in love again, and to enjoy their roommates, classmates, and friends. We ask the spirit of life and the spirit of all who have lived on this quad and generations who have come before and lived and worked here, that their energy, their creativity, and their hopes would join ours as we dedicate Blazer Hall this afternoon. Amen.
Thanks. Thank you, Beth. I would like to now officially dedicate this building as Blazer Hall. We will cut the ribbon, and then after that, we will have tour guides available to take you through the building, and you can meet them. They're all waving their signs right over there, over by the fire pit. So now, to cut the ribbon, I invite Judy Messina, Maria Meck, Phil Bowers, Sam Wells, Sean Lyons, Cindy Palmer, and Chuck Mann to join me. All righty. Photo up.
Hey, Chuck. Go for it, boy.
Okay, so come in. Where's Derek? Okay, so pause for a photo, and then you can cut.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Cut.
Snip.